Well, hey there! I'm Scott, and this is my YouTube channel, The Quilting Camper, and boy, do I have a surprise for you. Actually, it's a surprise for me, too. Bernina decided to make a visit last night, and I have an unboxing of the new Bernina 790 Pro. I hope you'll join me! Well, welcome back. I'm so glad you decided to join me with this unboxing of the new Bernina 790 Pro. It was really hard for me to let go of my Tula machine from Bernina. That 770 was such a wonderful piece of machinery for me to do my sewing and to learn how to do quilting. Because before 2019, I wasn't much of a quilter. And I can't really say that I'm much of a quilter now, but I'm still learning. But I wouldn't have had the confidence to do what I wanted to do in quilting without the help of that Bernina 770 Tula Pink edition. So please make sure you watch my fond farewell video for Tula Pink Bernina on my YouTube channel. But I'm happy that you joined me for today. Last night I decided to go and pick up my new Bernina 790 Pro. Unbelievable. I can't believe this actually happened. And it happened so quickly. And with a special day called Super Saturday and 72 months financing, interest-free, and my wonderful dealership at Bigsby Sewing Center. Make sure you check out their website, please. They're fabulous people here in southeastern Wisconsin. They made a trade with my Bernina Tula Pink edition, and I got the 790 Pro, and I'm really happy. Plus, it came with a bunch of free gifts. I can't wait to unbox these things with you. So excited. Let me go ahead, kind of like tidy up the desk here really quickly. I'll speed up the video, and we're gonna unbox the sewing machine first, then all the goodies that follow. Also, you don't see them in the frame because there just is no room for it. I have all the luggage too. Like this is the embroidery module luggage right here, and I have the machine luggage down there, so we'll unbox those as well. I'm just gonna go ahead, speed up the video, and we'll get started with the unboxing. Well, now that I'm a little bit more situated, I can go ahead and unbox this sewing machine. This is an unbelievably large machine, although my 7070 was also fairly large too. But the way Bernina packs these machines are unbelievable. They have everything that comes with your machine in this one box. And it's great for shipping, so make sure if you ever do invest in a Bernina machine, keep all your packaging so it's easy to move around and it's safe. Also, when you do a trade-in, it increases the value on your dealer's end to have all your original packaging. I'm gonna go ahead, pull out the top tray here. This has all the goodies and accessories for the machine. I'm so excited, oh my God. I'm geeking out, you guys. I have waited to open this just so I can film the video. Bernina puts the instructions on how the box goes back together on the lid. Okay, yay, let's unbox. Now this is the accessory tray that comes with this Bernina. It's very similar to my 770. The 700 series is pretty much the same platform, but each one as it goes up has a different level of performance. The 790 is the highest performing machine in the 700 series, and it offers some really cool upgraded features that caught my eye and why I wanted to upgrade my 770 because of the laser precision point, the 4-point positioning for embroidery, which is stellar. It also has a morphing tool so you can precisely position where your embroidery is going to go for quilting in a hoop. It's phenomenal, and for Kimberbell projects, I'm on the win for that one. I am so excited because it's going to make Kimberbell projects so much easier. Also, it has an automated needle threader. I'm still trying to digest that one. I finally have it on my machine, and for embroidery, it makes thread switching a lot easier. And also it has a lot of re-engineered features on the inside, like new stepper motors. It has multi-directional stitching, and it has wireless capabilities, so it can wirelessly transmit files from my Bernina from the computer to the machine. Those are some things that are different about it, plus the look, the aesthetic, I'm really all about. So let's go through what's in here. This is the tray of all your accessories. And it comes in layers. Hang on to all this if you ever do decide to get a machine yourself from Bernina, because it just makes it easier to port. It comes with some Mettler thread, sewing table that attaches to the free arm, knee lifter. I'm not a knee lifter guy, but I do have pivot on this machine. But for people that love their knee lifter, this is a great tool to have. The dollhouse for your accessories. This is necessary, and it's weird because I just packed my old dollhouse up with all my accessories, and I get to unpack a new one. And this is where you keep all of your foots and your bobbins and your needles and your oil and some extra hooks to customize the interior cabinetry of this cute little thing. I love Bernina dollhouses. I think they're wonderful. They have a stand on the back so you can like stand it up. And inside here I see there is some notions. To keep this video short, I'm not going to go through every single notion, so don't worry. But you can always go to the website to see what comes with this machine. So it looks like you got some foam pads, Bernina needles, the thread spool, caps, and there's a seam ripper in here. Everybody needs one of those. Really nice little packet of notions. So the other accessory box that's in here, I love these cute little boxes, contains all my Bernina feet. And the throat plate, and my bobbins, and the machine oil, and the stylus. All sorts of fun goodies that I will put into the dollhouse after I'm done filming a video. Otherwise we'll be here all day. Power cord for the sewing machine. This is a guide for the table. I don't ever use this, but I'll put it on there so I don't lose it. I don't use stuff like this for piecing, you guys. I just follow the edge guide of my foot. But this would be really handy if you're doing some home deck work or if you're doing some fashion work and just have really long seams that have to go in the same way. It's nice to have that guide. And then, of course, the Bernina stitch regulator. Most Bernina machines come with this fabulous tool. If you do free motion, this regulates your stitches. So if you slow down and speed up, everything looks even. It's one of the reasons why you buy a Bernina. And it looks like that. Still have some more stuff in here. And we have our manual. Oh my goodness, I definitely need this because there's some new things to learn about on this machine. Oh, cool. We got the Bernina accessory catalog. Really cool, love that. The Bernina 790 Pro book. I can't wait to look at this book. You guys, this is a brand new machine that Bernina came up with. So this is a brand new series, brand new book. It's still a 700 series, but it's a brand new model. This book has been rewritten. So it's not the Bernina 790 Plus, it's the 790 Pro. And so it's a whole new book. And I'm excited because then it's something I haven't seen before and I can learn. Of course, we always get quick reference guides with Bernina machines. This is like, tells you what all the icons mean on the sewing machine. I'm sorry, it is laminated, so the light ring is glaring right out. But it's so handy. I always keep this at my sewing station. I get a $5 off your next Bernina purchase of 50 or more. Well, that's sweet. And of course, there's 20 years on mechanical parts, 5 years on printed circuit boards, and 2 years on electrical parts. They have a nice warranty on your machine, so that's really good. Toolbox software, I actually have that software. It's on my Mac, but I also have the Designer 9 software in here, so they tell you about that. I have that on my PC. That's the accessories. Let's unbox the machine. Okay, so now we're gonna take the machine out of the box. I may have to put the box on the floor to do this, but we're gonna do the best we can. So I'm going to take the top part off first. What's neat is the way they pack this with protection foam is like Lego bricks. Everything kind of fits together a certain way. So this is my sewing machine cover. Nice, huh? I finally have a traditional Bernina sewing machine cover. Zipper foot inside the box. Here we go. Ah, yay! Oh my goodness. They sure know how to pack a box well. Here we go. Foot pedal. I'm gonna go ahead and clean this up and be right back. Wow, is this not a beauty? When I saw the preview, I think in May from Bernina University, I just have to have this machine, and I didn't know it was gonna come so quickly. I thought it'd be a couple years. I love that it's a Pro. Feels like an Apple product almost. It's just beautiful on the front, and no more polka dots, No more oil slick finish, but you know what? It has a gorgeous stainless embellishments. This has a very high resolution large screen for embroidery and stitching. I am excited about that. The needle threading system down here, can't wait to try it. And I got my trusty old foot pedal that has been with every Bernina that I've ever owned since 2010. And I love the fact that the cord wraps inside. It's just so handy. Anyway, let's get into the other goodies that came with this machine. We still have an embroidery unit to unpack. The embroidery module comes in this ginormous box here. Now this is an upgraded embroidery module that's with smart drive technology. It's a lot quieter, it's smoother, it doesn't shake the table as much. And by the way, the new 790 Pro has a new rotary hook system that's counterbalanced with a weight, so it doesn't vibrate your table as much. So there's that too. All right. The small hoop, which I love for monograms or small logos on small projects. The large hoop, wonderful hoop. I use this one almost all the time. The medium-sized hoop, which is like a 120 millimeter by 120, something like that. Mettler polysheen thread. This is great for embroidery. I do like using Isacord and polysheen from Madeira. And the new number 26 foot is in here, along with some embroidery needles and some extra accessories, some netting for your spools so they don't unravel. And then in here, we have our templates, which I lost from my old machine for the hoops. Some embroidery stabilizer sample kit. How nice is that? Surprise! Okay. The new embroidery module. Yay! I'm so excited about this, you guys. It's so wonderful. It's the new version with the smart drive technology, more efficient, quieter, and faster. It's a lot of packaging. I feel like I moved a refrigerator into my house. Remember the old days when machines just came in a tiny little box? They still come in that way if you want a small machine. But I have to say, these machines are made with quality. Bernina is a brand I can trust in terms of the way it's engineered and designed. They still are family owned in Steckborn, Switzerland. And what I love about Bernina is that every country has its own distributorship. So here in the United States, it's in Aurora, which is near Naperville, Illinois. And they do all of their training, development for the United States division here in the US. They also own Brewer's Sewing Notions, which is their distribution of notions, things you accessorize your machines with. It's an unbelievable operation, and it's really neat because it's total hands-on. You're not just having a machine that's assembled somewhere and someone designed it, someone executes it, and then they send it to a dealer or to a home. Bernina takes extra care. And what I love is every time you get a machine from Bernina, there is a quality card. The person that signs this quality card has been working for Bernina for many decades. And my last machine was inspected by this person, and it was inspected again with this machine. And I just love the fact that there's that kind of consistency of talent that works for a company, and your dealers get to know the people that work for this company. Bernina is special, and I do really appreciate their quality. You know I am a FOF guy because FOF was a part of my life at the beginning of my sewing journey, and I still have a FOF, my 720 Expression. I also have my original FOF 7570 and 6122, which are workhorses. I love them, but the reason why I enjoy these machines is because of the larger free arm space. I'm able to get work done easier. My hands are big. I can get my hand down here easy. For a bigger machine, you get more done that way. Plus, it's nice to stay up with something modern. The pivot is something I absolutely love. That's why I love Bernina, if that makes sense to you. I know there's a lot of Bernina people out there, but I'm not a Bernina snob. I do like other brands of sewing machines. I've been around the block for quite a while, and you hear me talk about Janome, and of course my beloved FOF machine. When I got this promotion for the Bernina 790 Pro, Bernina had a bunch of gifts that they threw in, and one of the gifts that came with this machine was the maxi hoop. I recently invested in the maxi hoop earlier this year because I want to do some quilting in the hoop. At the Bernina dealership I go to, made a nice little offer for me by trading the maxi hoop that came with this particular machine to get the large free arm hoop for embroidering bags and shirts. So I'm really happy they made that offer for me. I can't guarantee that your dealer will do the same. I'm just very blessed that my dealer did that for me. It was wonderful. This is a great hoop. I can't wait to use it. The free arm is attached to the actual hoop insert not to the base of the hoop. And that's what makes this magical. I'm very excited about this, and I think I'll get a lot of use out of it. It's also the same size as the medium clamp hoop, which is the midi hoop. Also, when you buy this machine, you get some exclusive pro training from Bernina on how to use your machine. And depending upon your dealership, my dealership is going to give me lessons. Sometimes you have to check in with your dealer to find out if that's included with your machine. OESD online, I believe there's a $25 gift certificate. I get some free designs out of the deal too. I have so many designs in my life. This machine has hundreds and hundreds of designs built in, let alone quilt patterns. This machine works with BQM files, which are official long arm files, and it works with this machine with that new 4-point positioning and quilting in the hoop, which I'm so excited about too. Some of the free gifts that you get with this particular machine are the totes. This is the embroidery module tote. Oh. It's got Bernina embroidered on the front of it, really nice. I had one of these for Tula as well, and this is great for storing your embroidery module in. That one was already unpacked at the dealer. This is the suitcase for the machine. There we go. Voila! I mean, this is a good gift. When you buy a machine that only comes with a cover and not a luggage tote like this, when you want to move your machine around, this protects it so well. It also stores it really well too. Isn't that nice? Look at this. And it's got a handle on the back. And the embroidery module has a strap that latches onto the back side so you can carry both of them together easily. Also came with this amazing gift box from Bernina. When I saw this, I just was tickled pink, because just to get something with Bernina's full name on it like this in a black box is exciting. It's basically an embroidery kit. It gets you started with machine embroidery. So if you've never bought thread before or stabilizer, everything is in here that you need to get started and then some. Just look at how cool this box is. I can't believe this. This is like I signed up for Tupperware for the first time and I got my kit. Oh, look at how cool this is. It has every kind of stabilizer you can imagine in this box. You also get some embroidery needles from Oregon Needle Company. And you get a thumb drive of 9 different designer OESD embroidery designs, including the ones on the machine. These are separate. These are actually additional to. And then of course you get tearaway tape for doing in the hoop projects for embroidery. And I love it that's in here. And look at all the stabilizer. Medium weight cutaway. We've got medium weight sticky back tearaway. We have wash away topping. We have wash away stabilizer. No mess cutaway. This is great for Kimberbell projects and quilting in the hoop projects. And then medium weight tearaway. I like using tearaway for like tote bags and home deck projects where it's not going to be against skin. Cutaway is really good for t-shirts or for sweatshirts that it's going to be against some skin so it doesn't scratch and it's very soft. Wash away topping is great for terry cloth, so you have really nice even embroidery stitches on top of terry cloth. Oh, and the other thing that's in here that excites me so much is hiding. I've always wanted to buy this book, and this is the big book of embroidery from Bernina. This book is $130, you guys. It's an expensive book, but it has all the great tips in here on how to do embroidery with your machine. It's like a master class in a book, and everything you could ever think of is in here. And then of course the most obvious is the Isacord thread collection. I mean really, 36 spools of Isacord thread. I'm just tickled pink by that. Getting started with Isacord and all of these thread, it even comes in a spool case. Look at that. Bernina says it's the most popular colors that they sell that's in here. So I'm really hoping I don't have to buy too many more, but you know, there's never ending story to that, right, you guys? Where there's thread, you always can find more. Can you believe this? This is so cool. I'm so excited. I'm like, these free gifts were just like an extra little thing for me to jump at this deal to get the machine now. What I love about Bernina is their education. Their education department is exceptional. You can't deny that. What do you guys think? Are you as excited as I am about this new Bernina? I would have been just fine with my 770. It has given me 4.5 years of wonderful life. It's just that this was a great time for me to do a trade and to get some extra goodies. Financing was available. I mean, what I love about Bernina financing is sometimes you can qualify for 4-year financing, 5-year, and 6-year. I did the 72 months. The payments are nice and low, and they're interest free. I just paid off my Tula Pink just shortly, and now I've got a new machine to pay off for the next 6 years. But you know what? Things might change around the corner where I might be able to pay it off sooner. Actually, I'm fine with making that payment every month because it's a passion for me, reminding me what I love to do, and I do love sewing and quilting. It's something as we approach the winter time I do a lot of. I've been without my Tula for a week because I had to pack it up, and so now I can get going on the new Bernina Pro 790. Can you guys help me come up with a name? I can't really call it Tula, although I did like that name. What do you think? Leave a comment below and let me know, as the Quilting Camper, what I should name my Bernina 790 Pro. I need to have a name for my machines. They just have to have one. I want to give a huge shout out once again to my friends at Bigsby Sewing. I have been shopping at their shop for over 20 plus years, and even though I didn't buy my original FOF from them, I learned a lot about FOF from those people when I first bought my machine. My only regret is not buying it from them back in those days. I unfortunately had a not so good experience at the dealer that I chose to buy from 25 years ago, and that's just because not everybody's perfect. That operation is no longer in existence. As a result, I have purchased many machines from my friends at Bigsby's over the years. I bought my very first Bernina in 2010, which was used. I bought my Tula Pink from them in 2019, and now the 790 in the fall of 23. And I'm really excited. They're just a wonderful staff of people, great knowledge. They've been running this business for decades. They know what they're doing. They know about Bernina. They know about the quality of a machine. If you're thinking about buying a machine and you're wondering, is this a good move? Is this something I should really invest in? Contact your local dealer. If not, you don't have a local dealer, contact Bigsby Sewing. I will put the website link in the information and description box below. This is not a sponsored video. They don't pay me to say this. I offer it because I enjoy supporting local businesses, and I think it's important for you to do the same. Your dealer is there to help you through your journey with your sewing machine. They're there to give you information about updates and things that change. Sewing machines are no longer just gears and motors. They have computers in them now, and so you need some extra support. Not only that, they service and maintain your machine. I know there's some benefit for buying over-the-counter machines at like department stores, and you never have to take care of it because you only spent $100 to $200 on it, and if it breaks, you donate it or you throw it away. This is a long-lasting relationship. This machine will last me 20 plus years unless I trade it for something else in a couple years, which I probably won't do. It's designed to last forever. The mechanics inside here is all metal parts, as well as some things need to be cleaned and lubricated. That's why they last so long. The hook system down here is a rotary hook system. It's not a drop-in bobbin, and because of that you get perfect stitches. And the bobbin on this is 75% larger than a standard bobbin, so I'm not changing my bobbin as frequently for both embroidery and for piecing. Whenever I do like top stitch quilting or if I'm doing binding, there's nothing worse than having to change your bobbin halfway through. On this machine, I can finish the whole project. So what's nice is that when I change my bobbin, I change my needle and I oil the machine. Super easy to take care of, and because of that, I know the machine's gonna last a long time. That's a wrap for this unboxing of the Bernina 790 Pro with the extra gifts that you get. What do you guys think? Is this exciting? Let me know what your favorite machine is to sew on and why you love it so much. Make sure you put in the comments below a name for my machine. I can't call it Tula anymore. I mean, I could call it Bernie. Bernie the 790 Pro, what do you think? It kind of looks like a Bernie. I don't know. And on that note, thank you so much for joining me and watching me here on my unboxing of the 790 Pro Bernina machine. It means the world to me that you decided to spend time with me. Please give me a thumbs up if you liked the video that you saw today, and also remember to subscribe. My goal here is to build and cultivate a community of sharing and connection so we can ultimately do what we all should do in this world, and that is share kindness. In the end, that's the best thing we can offer everyone, is what we can give. So thank you so much. Make sure you keep up to date on my blog, thequiltingcamper.com. Remember, if you're looking for an awesome machine dealer that specializes in Bernina, check out bigsbysewingcenter.com. And have an awesome day, you guys. I'm so excited to get started on sewing with this machine, and you'll see some future posts on it. So thank you. Bye for now. What do we call this? This is like for keeping thick seams and thin seams together. Okay, a needle. I can't think of what this is and I use it all the time. Oy vey, Scott. What do you call that? Hello, brain. Are we here today? My head is not functioning properly today, and I just had some espresso. I should be on top of the game here. What do you call this? A seam ripper. I've been sewing for 25 plus years, and it took me a minute to figure out what a seam ripper was. That's not a serious issue. It's just because I'm having a rough day today. Here we go. I'm sweating right now and I can't figure out why. I think it's warmer today. It's like in the 60s. In Wisconsin, it's been like 45, 55. And of course, we have that oddly warm day and I can't put my AC on and it's 65. Pardon me while I take care of my sweat. Once again, thank you for watching. Check out some of my other YouTube videos on my channel, The Quilting Camper. See you really soon.